Welcome to a fairly uneventful week here at Danni and Joe. Well, except for...
That bit's not very good.
I don't know if I got a strong enough stomach for this.
I could cry.
Jeez!
Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho.
Good morning, everybody. Ooh, I opened easier than I thought. I need to repair the middle hinge for that at some point. It's been really stiff, but opened fine for some reason. Strange. Thank you to everyone who left a comment on last week's, or the week before's video, I can't remember when I did the welding. Genuinely expecting to get slated for that. I think a new welder might be on the cards at some point. Also some horror story comments about no guard on a grinder, which is, yeah, really made me think. This week though, which is quite a scary moment, because the van's definitely going to get worse before it gets better, taking all the windows out to solve leaks around here. And I've seen someone, how they took it off by cutting inside and then popping it out. And the reason water gets in here is because the lip that it sort of sits on is rusted away, which I wasn't expecting to have to repair something quite as intricate and important as that. Then all the side windows are coming out, bar the two rollers up front, the winders, because I honestly cannot bear the thought of taking them out. And they don't, I mean, the trim is not great, but they're not as bad as bits like this. We've also got it booked in for a pre-MOT, some new bushes up front, and a general tune-up on the carb, did I say carb? Carb, by a professional up in Bristol. Problem with that is they're booked up for about a month, and it's going to be close between when we get this into them and when we've got to leave. So as a few of you mentioned on an earlier video, we should tackle that first. You're probably right. I'm actually quite scared about taking this trim off. Gotta do it though. Basically consists of taking a standing knife to one half the trim, whole way round. I am genuinely scared about the outcome of this. Oh, hard to tell what that is until we get the window out, but I don't know if it's worse or better than I thought. This side's definitely worse, to be fair. Permission to say f***. So after a bit of thought and a chat with my dad, I'm not feeling particularly brave enough to start chopping bits out of that. So Dad's had a chat with his welder mate. He's going to come out and have a look next week today I think. Just give us his thoughts. He might be up for doing it. We can get replacement panels for like a tiny strip here, and I just think it's going to be too fiddly with Dad's welder. For me, I have to buy a new welder, learn, spend loads of time pissing about, and probably make a fairly bad job of it. And I think that's quite an important bit to get right. So I'm not going to bother. Well, it's not that I'm not going to bother, I'm just a bit scared. Could end up in a much worse condition than it is already. I might have a bit of a scrape back and have a look what it's actually like under the rust, and then figure out what to do for the rest of the next couple of days. I don't really know how this comes apart, so I'm just undoing everything. Hoping that something will give. Hey. Jeez. Oh my god. I think I fixed it. Goodness me. That woke me up. It's free now. Might have sheared the top bit off. Let's see how easy the window is to take out. So if you can see, it's like ripping the metal off because it's easier than the rubber coming out clean. It's just tearing the rust. It's the worst bit down here, so it's not quite as bad as I thought it would be. One down, well, two down, 1, 2, 3, 4 to go. It's a bit hard not to get overwhelmed when there's so many different tasks on the go. I'm just going to try and focus on getting the sliding door as good as I can. It's got a fair bit of rust to it, on a dodgy repair from before. Just try and get it as sturdy as I can, clean it up, take this panel off, and go from there.
Hole, 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 hole.
Gonna pop this window out, so at least I can focus on this rear quarter then. Oh, and the sliding door, just gonna look up whether to repair panel or if I can find a whole door cheap enough. Just see what best option is there, or repair this one with some filler, which is the cheapest, easiest, quickest option, but it's not really proper. Look who's back. Tired?
I am a bit tired, yeah.
What do you think about the state of the van?
I could cry, really. But feel good Friday. Everything's going to be alright, isn't it?
Oh, it's going to be fine. It's going to be grand.
We're going away in 6 weeks.
So you think? So there's not much more bodywork wise I can do until my dad's welder friend comes next week. So for now, we're going to have a look at the floor safe that I bought that's going in that big hole that we've sort of forgotten about because it's hidden under plywood for now.
Ooh.
Just hope it fits.
Yeah, I hope it fits.
So if we have a clear out, I can get all this out of the way and then I can show you where it's going.
Yeah.
Time lapse?
Time lapse. Cut it right up.
No, try that first. One hole, which we have to make into a bigger hole.
Do you want me to cut these bits off?
No, leave that as it is a minute.
Have you measured this?
Yeah.
It's obviously not that way, is it?
Huh? Yeah, that's why I got cut.
Huh?
I got to cut more off.
What do you mean?
I got to cut a bigger hole.
Why aren't you doing it that way?
Because there's structural beams here either side.
Oh wow. I thought you were just getting one to fit in it.
You can. How many sizes do you reckon are off the shelf of a safe?
I don't know.
It doesn't look that big though.
I don't think you're going to fit a laptop in that.
Well, the only reason I wanted it is so I could fit a laptop in.
I don't think you're going to.
Well, before we go any further, I'm going to make sure it fits a laptop. Like a glove.
There's holes in the side. How are you going to make it waterproof?
You can bung them up. That's so you can bolt it into
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
or have or I've got to weld in a bit of frame that I can then bolt in, or I was going to bolt into the side bits here, depending on how well it's fitted. Quite a big chunk, so I can pack it out. Do you like it?
I mean, yeah, I just didn't think we were having to cut more of this poor van.
Yeah. Right. Go cut out the brick.
Ooh.
I've got a guide, you'll be glad to hear. I don't think it's for this one, though, it doesn't fit properly.
You got your gloves?
Yeah, no, you're not supposed to wear gloves with a rotating tool.
Okay.
I learned. Because otherwise it can it can tighten up and it'll rip your skin off.
Alright, that's enough.
De-gloving.
You can see.
I'm blind, Danny.
Have a go.
Yeah, if you want. Along this edge. Do you want me to start it off?
No.
Start the cut off for you. Watch him.
I'm watching.
Tiny bit snug, but I can just get a flapping paddle on that bit. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to bolt it in secretly so that people watching our videos to steal our stuff don't know how to come and open it or unbolt it. But it's going to go like that, and then there's going to be, I don't know whether to do the wooden top.
Why don't you do that?
This might be exposed.
Huh?
That you might see that.
Why?
Because of how it, otherwise you have to have a cut out in the wood and then a lift out, if you see what I mean.
I'd have a lift out, surely.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's not
Lift
fitting,
out.
is it?
That's true. There's going to have to be a cut out about this big to allow that to open, see? Oh no. Now we need to transfer this shape, this lid shape, onto the plywood to cut the plywood out.
So take it back out and then we cut it from the plywood. On the... Well,
No, because you need
put
this.
the plywood back on
Yeah.
and then cut from the bottom of the van.
Yeah, but that only gives you the outer. I guess you could bring it in, couldn't you?
At least you know roughly where it is then.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, then we mark it and we come. Alright then. Clever.
That's why I'm here.
That's what you're here for.
One side the right side.
Yes, that's right. I'm glad you're here to do dirty jobs, that is.
Thank you. I don't know if you can...
Let me stand on it.
Oh, let's go.
Is that scary?
Yeah, a little bit.
I've got no wheel nuts in the back wheel, it could
Right,
come
stop
off.
it.
You look like a proper mechanic led under a car.
I am. No job's too big.
Go around, flip it over.
What do you mean?
Lift that end up and then put it on.
Oh,
What are you doing?
oh.
So awkward.
What's that?
Are we cut? What you need? The wood's going on top. So we need to come in from that a little bit just for how big a recess we want.
Let's just draw that a minute.
So I just don't want to get confused as to what we're doing here. Come on from that one. Cool.
What?
The one thing I didn't check,
What?
the bench below. You seen how close it is? Look at that. I'd have felt that. Christ.
Ow.
Anyway. Hold it just in case it drops.
Huh?
Hold the plywood for when it drops.
Okay, I've got it.
Got it, have you? probably won't fit now.
No, I can't do this. Scratchy. Yeah?
Yeah.
It's sounding.
Yeah, yeah.
Looks cute. No windows, but we've got a safe.
Then we just draw a couple holes or something. We're happy with how this is sat, so I just need to bang on this to try and get the edge of this to transfer to the edge of this so I can route out a bit so it sits down. I don't know if I make any sense, but to get this plywood to sit level because it's got that metal thickness between it now. Ooh. Worked. Measure it is.
Oh, hi, Joe.
Is it? Oh yeah, it has. Yay.
Not all the way, I would say, though.
Somewhat though.
Whoa.
So we're just this is the bottom face. We're just rebaiting this so it sits over the edge of the safe. How? Just check.
I haven't drawn this side.
That's right. I'll go
Do that side first and then.
see how it sits.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what we could? Take the safe out. You needed a line to square it up to begin with. To be fair, so something like that. It goes on there. Yeah, the outside's bang on.
Draw that line there then.
I just want to make sure. Let me see if this squares up. I can come a little bit past that either side to give us a bit of play. And that won't matter. Yours. You got mine on? Can I borrow yours?
Yeah.
He's nice.
Yeah.
These look better than mine.
They're really good.
Oh yeah, they're better than them ones. Ready?
Ready.
Lovely. Bang on with it.
Nice. I will make it. I'll get through this. I am still pretty. Just doing some affirmations for Vincent. He might feel a bit down. But it's Monday and feeling good. Yeah?
What's the plan for today?
So we can't really do much because it's raining, but we're going to take the other window out, I think. And maybe file this off, I don't know.
Oh yeah, did we show? We noticed that because the safe lid's a little bit higher, we need to somehow route this off.
The whole thing.
Yeah, over the whole thing. 'Cause he sits a bit proud now. Why does it sit fine there? Oh, it's because that needs to go down. Look. Should we just take the windows out? You done with it? Got two more to do.
Yeah. How do you do it?
I'll show you.
What do we do then?
Pop this little bead out.
Is that the right tool?
No. Steak knife is
Do you need this?
No, we've got new ones.
Can I do it?
Well, I'm gonna. Yeah, probably. Okay, but mind your hands, please.
Says you. I got it! Ooh! Oh dear. That bit's not very good. Should I pick at it?
Not too much. Oh yeah.
Don't pick at it then.
Well no, it's gonna have to come off anyway, innit?
Why did you say that?
Try to bend it. We'll come in for a photo. Get your arm out, mate.
I can't, I'm gonna hurt myself.
Where's the bus going? Where?
No, I can't.
You're right. It's not sharp.
No.
Where going? Oh dear, oh dear. Quite nice to have openings like this, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
It'd be good for the gram. Right. What do you think?
I I don't really have an opinion on it.
They're neutral. Just mind the glass, please.
Yeah.
Wait, you alright with that?
Yeah.
What's the verdict on our fake leather trimming?
Joe says it's £10 a metre, which is quite a lot of money because I feel like we're going to need quite a bit.
And you're going to chuck this whole piece, so you have to put a piece over and then chuck.
Yeah. And I just don't think it's going to sit as well. I mean, this isn't done great, is it? Let's be fair. But I quite like the blue, and although there's rust on like the edges and stuff, the blue underneath is pretty immaculate, so I think we just leave it. Like, we'll have to get the glue off, but you can do that with some cleaner. Oh dear. Oh, why do I have to smell it? Stop it, wait.
Just like holes, condensation, it's disgusting.
It is gross. Stop, don't do that, it's disgusting. Oh. Ain't going back now, is there? Let's be fair. Oh, it stinks, it stinks.
Oh, it's gonna fall in.
Stop, it's making me sick.
Actually smells like fish.
There's like a fish glue you get, isn't there?
Ugh. I don't know if I got a strong enough stomach for this. Leave this bit in situ, but Danny's got involved and he's got to come down now.
I'm moving out.
Oh.
Maybe we can just leave the blue. That looks nice. Isn't it? That's literally the cleanest bit on the whole van.
That's what the original roof would have been like.
Let's have it. That looks nice. See, I knew I made the right decision. I think that looks stunning.
It might be a bit far with stunning, but I can wrap your Christmas presents up with this.
Oh, my hands just feel disgusting in here. Please stop, please. What can you use to get off the stickiness?
A bit of petrol, a bit of white spirit or something, and then torch the whole fucking thing.
That is not the spirit.
I said this piece of fabric that was in there probably caught all the last owners.
Oh, stop! Make me really sick. Stop! No, Joe. Honestly, I will bloody.
You've had all your jabs, haven't you?
Joe, stop.
Go on.
That is gross.
I can make some hot drinks because someone's a bit lacking. Do you want tea or coffee?
Tea, please.
Huh?
Tea, please.
Tea. Can I leave that in your capable hand?
Yeah.
Right, we've got to get this one ready for work, so I'll be back on the van tomorrow. Fresh start, full day.
I
Can't
think
wait.
it looks better.
Define better. Emptier.
Bluer. I would tackle getting the sticky stuff off, but my hands are very sore, so we'll get there. 6 weeks, it'll be lovely, because that's all you got.
Good morning. I don't know what day it is, where we left off. It's been a couple of days. I've had a neck and shoulder sports massage, so I'm a little sore. I had like elbows and stuff going in my back. Feel a lot better though, my neck's like freed up. So we can film like 2 videos in between where we started and finished. I don't know if that makes sense. Today, I've got some filler, some clamps, all sorts. I've got the welding man coming in tomorrow, the professional. That might make next week's video, but there's a bit of filling. I'm going to sort of put a little skim of filler around the decent windows, then hopefully let that dry, get some primer on it, ready to put some windows back in at some point, probably not today. I'm talking shit. When we left you the other day, I didn't realise I've cut through the main wiring loom for lights and stuff. As I went through it, I still had the battery connected and a few sparks come off. I didn't film it, unfortunately. So I'm going to need to seal that cable off somehow. That's another job. whilst that's drying, I've got some service parts that came in the post. Some leads, some spark plugs, most importantly a new air filter and a fuel filter. The only bit I need really is this, but I spent quite a bit of money on that, so I couldn't find this on its own. But this one's been welded on, so I'd either have to do the same, and my welding's not great, but at least I'll get a shiny one though, won't I? Weld it is. I've lost the keys. I wanted to start it as well. That'll have to wait. I'll change the oil for now, I think. Got some of the stuff they recommended on Just Camper, some SA30 classic motor oil. Specially designed, because this hasn't actually got an oil filter, it's got like a little gauze, which is new to me. This helps the stuff just drop to the bottom. Any sort of bits of metal or whatever just helps it float to the bottom, sink to the bottom. 5 litres should be enough. What are we up against? Is that not an oil filter? Oh, I don't know what you can see. Or rather what you can't see. Hang on. Is that not an oil filter? I read online these don't have oil filters. That's an oil filter if I've ever seen one. Unless they converted it. Can you? That looks like it's got an oil cooler as well. See that bit? How do we get the oil out of this then? That's got a bit of something there in it. Or is that the gear? I don't know. I'm going to just Google before I take any oil out. Just make sure I'm taking the right oil out. And I wonder why I get a bad neck. So, please bear with me. So we've got an oil filter, which I'll order. Then we've got oil strainers, the big one, which is like a mesh thing inside there. I didn't realise I can order a new one for like £6, so I'll do that, and then that's a sump there. So I'm going to get some WD-40 on these, because these can round off quite easily. Let that soak in, and then change that at a later date. Need to try and find out what size that filter is. Right, I'm going to leave it there this week. I'm going to go and order those parts, have a measure up on the oil filter, get the right one of those. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to our patrons. We'll see you next week, which will be back on the van. Yeah, it will be. Cheers.